We make Future 2023 with us, Sam Rogers, Gravity.com. Welcome to Italy.
Thank you very much.
So, Sam, in your opinion, why has the sky remained a human ambition? And could it be a viable resource to complement land transportation in the future?
Well, I think from when we've spent some time in Switzerland, and you see the clouds kind of peeling over the mountains. It sounds very dramatic and cinematic, but if you live in an area where you have kind of mountainous areas around you, like here, you can see spots in the distance, and you kind of want to be able to just travel there immediately in a straight line. At least this is what I feel. So you have this automatic desire to be able to just float across everything. And when you fly, for example, the jet suit or any kind of plane, it is mad that once you're in the air, you're able to just float over everything. And I know that is flight and it sounds obvious, but you're able to just glide over everything, and your journey time from one point to another is just incredibly short. Because if you look at roads weaving around through trees and every single blockage, it's just so incredibly inefficient and slow. So as soon as you can just hop gently over all of it, it just becomes simple. So there's the very long answer to why people probably like flying.
Cool. So flying is beautiful, but also closely associated with fear. What is a way to dispel skepticism and fears?
To dispel them?
Yeah.
Well, we find when we build the jet suits that the more you run one, and that the more you run it and it's operating fine, the more confidence you have in it. And with any passenger aircraft, you like the ones that have gone for as many flights as possible without crashing. So the thing that removes fear when we're flying new designs is how many times have they run without having some kind of failure. And we don't really have failures anymore, like dramatic failures, but even just little niggles, little things we don't like. We run with the gear that has had the longest time without any kind of problem. So a good track record of not crashing is the answer.
Okay. So, are there any developments and invention in the field of flight engineering that do not reach mainstream knowledge, but are equally crucial, important for you and for the industry?
Yes, the ones that probably don't actually reach anyone are things like the product readiness. So, of something like a small jet engine, if you imagine, it's such an engineered product that people don't really think about it like they think about phones or something like this. Like if you look at a really well-designed app, you know when you've clicked a button because of the way it depresses. It's very obvious how to use it, and it's like when you use a consumer drone, you know where to press the button. It's very easy to fold the legs out. All these kind of things are because they're brilliantly designed products. You don't tend to have that with engineering items as much that aren't used by millions of consumers. So things on pieces of technology that make them very easy to use. Like imagine when you put ski boots on, imagine if rather than using a ski boot clamp that just goes click lock, imagine if you had to put bolts in to tighten your ski boot, and you've got all the bolts loose in your hand and you have to bring an Allen key, all that kind of stuff. That would be a terribly designed ski boot. So the same thing applied to jet engines and how you put them together and how you use them. Those are the things that make a massive difference for us, and nobody really ever hears about. It's just a very easy to use piece of technology.
So Sam, thank you for being with us. And
thank you.
WMF 2023, stay tuned.